Hello and welcome back to another episode of Faeria. In this episode, I think we're probably going to have another go at another world boss. So just talk you through how things have been going. I've been playing a few Pandora runs, I've been playing some ranked matches, and generally, yeah, pretty good. We've got a large quantity of gold. We picked up a decent stash of crystals, so we managed to make some extra cards. Been playing around a little bit with a blue jump deck. So you may have seen recently that there was the monthly cup, Faeria Cup. So one of the decks that was used, slight variations across all of the kind of the four finalists, was like a blue jump deck. So I'm kind of working on my own a little bit. So I've unlocked a few cards there. So you'll see that this is kind of very much built up with some jump cards. So there's the trainer, the water elemental, the battle toads, the warrior, ninja toads. So they've all got jump. And then we've got things like Frogify in there to kind of get rid of any big cards. We've also got the Wave Brush Colossus in there, who's going to be cheaper if we can harvest from an enemy Faeria well, which is helped out by using Prophet of Tides. Prophet of Tides has been nerfed slightly in a more recent update, so Prophet of Tides can only move the land that it's on. You can't move other lands, so it's still useful, but you just have to adjust slightly how you use it. We do have in the deck, where is it? Can't see it. So we got Aurora Mythmaker, yep, so that gives us a buff, so 6/6 for one of our cards, which is pretty useful for when we're in a good attacking position to get Aurora down. Emperor's Command, just a fairly nice card to use, sometimes take out an easy lower level card, buff our own health, so a few things like that in there, Spell Whirl, to give us some extra cards. So yeah, that's the sort of setup we've got there. You'll have seen before our ranked deck I've been working on a Three Wishes deck as well, so playing around with getting that sorted, and I also have a yellow events deck that I'm also working on, which is kind of built around using things like the Windstorm Charger, who gets a buff when we play events, and Windstorm Colossuses which are cheaper when we play events. So kind of working on building up a deck like that. Still need to kind of get into a stronger green-red sort of deck, maybe getting the Crackthorn Beast in there or something like that. But in terms of costs for building some of those sort of things, if I just slide down here, Crackthorn Beast is an 80 cost, so not massive. But if we want to combine him with something like Garudan, Heart of the Mountain, that's going to cost us 320. So it's quite expensive deck to build up. But yeah, so we're working on those decks, getting a variety of different things out there. You'll see here that we are now ranked 9, so we're in the top 10. So should the season end, I think we'll start at 10th rank again. So that's okay. We're going to try and keep pushing on from there and get up as high as we can. Or as low as we can in this instance. Playing around with our new decks in casual mode though. So moving on to today's episode. We're going to go into the world bosses. So we've done 2 so far. We're on to the level 25 world boss now. So Magda exterminated the Skyshore bandits that murdered her mother. The cursed spirits of any battle linger here, attacking any that enter. Okay, so it's a survival, whatever that sort of means, we'll soon find out. And if we defeat this one, we get the Orb of Champions, which would be pretty cool. As we've kind of said before, it's always challenging. You don't know what you're coming up against in these sort of situations. Survival, to me, indicates that he's probably going to come up against some things which are a little bit tougher, and we're kind of needing to be able to survive rather than doing quick attacks and stuff like that. So they might struggle with some of our yellow event sort of decks. The jump deck isn't too bad for some of that. Got some reasonably strong characters in there. So that might work. So I might start with jump, and we may have to kind of rebuild my green or play around with the red if that doesn't work. Okay, survival. What is this? That's okay, that's okay. Yeah, I can take that for now. Okay, so there's a new sort of layout. There's Faeria at opposite ends, survive for 8 turns. Okay. Yeah, this might not be the best deck, but we'll soon find out. So probably want to drop one of those down there. Can get this guy out. Turn my volume down slightly, it was quite loud. What the? Can be summoned adjacent to a friendly creature, summon another 2 twin soul spirits. Blimey. Wow. Whenever you kill a creature, you'll regain 2 life. Okay, that's cool. Jump haste, so he's a 3/2, so we could take out that guy with him. But we need 3, of course. If I deploy another one of these down here, we can get battle toads out. They're only 2/2s, so they're not amazing, but they will kind of keep us going for just a little bit longer. Looks like there isn't an enemy well as such, so Wave Crash Colossus, Crave Crash Colossus isn't going to get a reduced cost, so that's not great. Battletoads again. Yeah, we're not going to do well here with this deck. I'm fairly certain of that now. We'll get this guy out. He can take out, well, can take out one of those and survive. Get a bit of Faeria. Okay, so that's an enemy well. That one's the enemy well. This is our well. Yeah, not awesome. I think this is going to be over soon with the blue deck, so we're going to have to go back and rebuild our green deck. Yeah, not happening. Yeah, so that won't work. What other options have I got that I haven't got to rebuild at the minute? Let's have a quick look. Cheap, yeah, most of them are not great. Red can be quite expensive. Neutral deck might be quite useful because then we don't have to worry about getting land tiles down. So let's bob out of here. We'll come in to look at the cheap deck. We'll adjust the cheap deck. We'll get rid of these. And we'll look at throwing out a load of neutral cards. Okay, so thinking we're going to need some taunt based ones. So we've got a couple of hold the lines in there at the minute. Have I got any more hold the lines available? No, that's all my hold the lines in that deck. I might make another one of those. Hold the line, hold the line. Craft it only costs 5, so that's no big deal. So we can get 3 of those in there, so that's going to give us, you know, 6 Imperial Guards with taunts. That's reasonable, nice and cheap as well. Well, it's cost 4 plus, yeah. So I mean, it's not super cheap, but it's cheap enough. Farm Boys, I don't know that they're necessarily going to do us much good at a 1/1. So I might drop those guys out. Steamforge, I don't know whether we're going to really get a chance to get those involved. Defender of the Homeland, that's fine. Shimmering Statue, Taunt Production, you gain 1 life. That might not be too bad, because that's going to heal us up slightly. Village Elder, Cutthroat Bandit, some Imperial Guards there. Queen's Assassins, they're good because if we get those out, a 1-hit kill is going to help heal us with 2 life, so that's pretty good. So I might keep that. Might throw in yeah, what else we got? Some haste cards might be useful, potentially. So I might stick in some freedom fighters. A couple of King's Guards. And then I'm thinking, in order to finish some off, Falcon Dives might be useful, because we might be able to get a few things down to sort of 1 health. Falcon Dive, that sort of thing, can get rid of some of those. That's cool. If we throw in, let's think about it. If we throw in some Outland Rangers, we'll get some campfires, which allow us to buff some of the cards that we've got. So let's drop those village elders out and replace them with maybe, that's useless. Maybe Queen's Favourite, because having protection, that will kind of keep Queen's Favourite going for a bit longer. And then finish it off with Queen's Guard might be a bit expensive. I might drop a safeguard on there. We can just drop that on any old character then. So we'll give that a go. See what happens. That would be wrong. Getting carried away with playing battles. Here we go. Let's try again. So that was cheap. Okay. Might drop out the Queen's Favourite for the moment. Okay, not amazing, but that'll do. Survive for 8 turns, yes, we know. So land-wise, I suppose if we do that, at least then we can get onto the Faeria points. So if I drop this guy down here. Whenever you attack a god, gain +3/+0, so we need to take him out. That's cool, so we've got the Queen's Assassin. So if you were attacked last turn, so I'll drop an Outland Ranger up here. +1/+1's not really going to save this guy, so we just do the kill anyway. Gives us a heal. I'll drop down Queen's Assassin. I'll take some Faeria. Might have to take a card on our next turn because we're going to have limited cards because we're going through them quickly because they're cheap. Sometimes, you know, need to replenish our stocks. Okay, cost 2 less if you attack a god this turn, so we're probably going to want to take that out with our Death Touch. Do that. Drop down another bandit. We can. It's a 4/1/2/2, so it's gonna croak it anyway. Let's take a card. Queen's Favourite with protection. I'm gonna shove that one sort of over here. And yeah, we'll leave it at that for this turn, I think. Should have really been counting the turns. I've completely lost track. Ninja Toad with jump haste, so that's not ideal. Blimey, loads of cards coming out. Okay, so we've got a safeguard, so if you throw a safeguard onto this guy, you can move here and do an attack. With this one with protection, we could move over here and do an attack. It's healing us up nicely. We'll drop a defender down on this Faeria point. Drop a second defender down here, so we're hitting up both sides with taunts. I'll take a card. 1, 2. I might throw that onto him, so he'll survive that attack, unless it throws out the scavenger first. Yeah, it's going to go with the scavenger. It's what I would have done, but you know, the computer's not always clever. Wish I had the number of rounds somewhere. How many cards are we on? 21. Ah, there we go. Just 4 more turns. 4 more turns. Come on, we can do it. Okay, so yeah, awkward. You can throw down a Queen's Assassin. Maybe over. Take Faeria. We can get Freedom Fighter out. 3/3. Can take out that guy and survive. I'll bring this one back down. I'll throw that one up there and bring this one forwards. And that just kind of locks off that side slightly. You're probably going to move in with the scavenger and attack for a 4 damage, but we can kind of take out on another turn, hopefully. Hopefully. Savage. Hold the line, that's good. Okay, so if I kill off that one, 2, 2, 4, 1, both of them will die, so I might take out this guy. And then if I use a hold the line, we can drop an Imperial Guard over here. I might move this guy down 1 just so that we get that extra Faeria point. Take that Faeria point, move this, we've just got to jump, so here. That hopefully will save us for another round and keep him alive. Okay. Not doing too bad. Queen's Favourite with protection, that's fine. I might as well draw a card because we can only play the one that we've got there. Okay, 4/2, 3/2. Might as well take out the 4/2. Deploy the Queen's Favourite. I guess there. Might as well hold on to Falcon Dive because that's not going to do anything to the Ninja Toad. Close. Unless he comes out with some crazy stuff, though, I think we're probably going to be okay. That's a lot of stuff. It's all that magic. Okay, so campfire, just 1 more turn. Might as well draw a card, hold the line. That's okay, because we can get out both of those. So we'll do 1 there. 1 there, I think. We'll do an attack there, and I reckon that might be it. We might have survived. Don't bother me. Don't bother me. Gain control of the creature with 2 attack or less. Savage. Oh, that's cool. So I mean, we went in there, we got our ass whooped, we adapted and made probably quite a logical decision from the first round, and we came out with a victory. So I'm happy with that. That's cool. We got our new orb, which is pretty sweet. Defeated. So now that's level 25 done. So we've got level 30, level 35, 40, 45, 50. So we've got a few to work our way through. But for now, we're just going to bob back here to our home screen, and I will say thank you for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed that. Let me know if you have tried that world boss out and you have any alternative tactics. I'd love to hear them, see how you handled it. If this vid helps you achieve victory in this one, then cool, give us a thumbs up, drop me a comment to let me know. That'd be really ace. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you around for another World Boss episode. Maybe a Pandora run, something like that. So we got a load of different stuff coming up, but look out for more vids, and I'll see you again soon. Thanks for tuning in. Bye bye.